Fake or real 25 hot reality stars. It's no secret that celebrities really like their plastic surgery. It seems that there's nothing like a little breast augmentation, or reduction for that matter, a stomach nip or tuck here and there, a buttock enhancement, yes, that really is a thing, or the old classic nose job to make a female starlet stay. I mean, after all, it's no accident that Nip/Tuck, a show about plastic surgeons, was one of FX's first hit series, long before The Shield, Rescue Me, and Sons of Anarchy made the cable channel a destination for gritty, hard-boiled realism. People get obsessed about plastic surgery, for good or ill. It's definitely no different for your garden variety reality stars. In fact, getting work done, on just about any part of your body, is essentially a status symbol for the typical reality celeb. It's a sign that you've made the big time and have the money and popularity to make improvements to the original model. But what about those reality stars who didn't have any kind of work done? Are there even any of them around anymore? The answers to that question may surprise you, which is why we're here today. Do you know who went under the knife and who didn't? Do you know which parts on which celebs have been poked, prodded, and put together? Can you guess what's fake and what's real on our favorite reality stars? Go ahead, take our quiz and find out who's had the work done and who hasn't. Question 1. Kellie Pickler, fake or real breasts? This former American Idol fan favorite from season 5 totally has fake breasts. It was abundantly clear that she had had breast implants when she came back to Idol as a guest a few years later. How obvious was it? Host Ryan Seacrest mentioned her new look and Judge Simon Cowell even said it's like she'd gone to Dolly Parton school or something. I've never seen anything like it in my life. Given that Pickler survived on her Southern charm and everyday gal act, that seemed a pretty fitting comment. Question 2. Jenni JWoww Farley, fake or real breasts? JWoww has fake breasts, no doubt about it. The breakout star of the Jersey Shore back in 2009 actually had her work done before she was a reality TV star, sort of an anomaly for this group of celebs, who usually thrive on getting work done and being in the public eye because of it after they become famous. But JWoww apparently also got her boobs done again in 2010, so she's not quite in the league of some of our three-time winners but still contending for the crown at this point. Question 3. Khloe Kardashian, fake or real nose? Khloe Kardashian's nose is real so far. The star of Keeping Up with the Kardashians and sister to Kim and Kourtney has not had a nose job, but she has certainly had other work done. The reason her face looks so different than it did before is actually because of massive Botox injections. According to one expert, plastic surgeon Drive Ashkan Gavamite, out of Beverly Hills, Botox to forehead and around eyes, which can change brow position and overall eyebrow and eye shape, is the reason for her new-looking face. Question 4. Amber Rose, fake or real buttocks? Amber's best asset is totally real, regardless of what all of her haters claim. At least that's what she revealed on the after show for Botched a few years back. Appearing on Good Work with host RuPaul, remember him/her? Amber dared unbelievers to doubt her natural booty by having the host grab a handful, as it were. RuPaul happily agreed to and exclaimed, "I concur. This sh*t is real." Case closed. Apparently experts also agree that her breasts are totally real as well. Only time will tell on that front, if you know what I mean. Question 5. Kim Richards, fake or real nose? This star of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills has a totally fake nose. She got her nose job during season 3 of her reality show. Since she's 49 years old, she definitely didn't feel the need to do it for most of her life, but when she did, she was very open about the whole thing, saying on a blog she wrote for her Bravo show, My surgery went amazingly well, and I really wasn't all that nervous. Although I did have some last-minute fears about letting go of my old nose. I would have a bunch of worries too if I had a body part that had been the same for almost half a century suddenly go under the knife. Question 6. Farrah Abraham, fake or real breasts? Well day. Good old Farrah's breasts are utterly fake. You see what I did there, right? In fact, the star of Teen Mom in a truly awful leaked sex tape that was actually professionally produced, has gone under the surgeon's knife 3 times for her famous breasts. The last was in October of 2015 when Farrah's camp released a statement that said, after months of severe debilitating pain, with on and off burning sensation around her breasts, Farrah will be having her 3rd breast surgery? I'm thinking that perhaps she wouldn't have had those issues if she had just left well enough alone, but maybe that's just me. Question 7. Coco Austin, fake or real buttocks? Coco's butt is absolutely artificial. For the longest time the star of Ice Loves Coco denied any involvement with plastic surgery, but then she and her husband Ice-T, former superstar rapper and current TV star, went in front of the media to report that she did indeed get her derriere enhanced. It's really no surprise when you see Coco in her best asset, if you know what I mean. I don't think a behind of that magnitude and perfection could ever be all natural, do you? Shockingly, Coco also admits to having work done on her breasts. Question 8. Kylie Jenner, fake or real lips? She denied it forever, but this Kardashian scion has had a lip job done. There was just no way she was ever going to be able to deny it forever with the storm of social media backlash aimed at her, because apparently people have nothing better to do than square off against the Kardashians. Kylie doesn't look anything like what she used to, especially in the 10 billion social media pics she posted of herself post-lip surgery, all while denying she had the work done. Here's a pro tip, Kylie: if you don't want people to question how your looks have morphed, don't plaster your image all over the internet. Question 9. Jillian Harris, fake or real nose? Jillian got a nose job long after winning The Bachelorette in 2009, 3 years later, in fact, which is a lifetime on TV. This reality star, who originally hails from Canada, not that we should hold that against her, decided she needed the nose job to repair a previously broken nose. She says, "I never really talked about it, and it was just one of those things where it wasn't anybody's business." Jillian, 34, later said, "I kept it very natural. It's not a fake-looking nose." There's no word on whether she broke her nose in the first place playing hockey. Question 10. Heidi Montag, fake or real buttocks? Okay, this was a trick question. Heidi Montag, former superstar of The Hills, has not had any work on her butt done. However, the rest of her body is quite another story. In fact, Montag had an amazingly insane 10 plastic surgeries done in one day. So you can forgive yourself if you thought her behind was one of our winners. This is what we know Miss Heidi has had done: brow lift, nose job, ears pinned, chin shaved, 2 breast enlargements, back scooped out, fat injected into her cheekbones, lipo on her inner and outer thighs. I don't even know what half of these surgeries are, to tell you the truth. I will say having your back scooped out sounds about as much fun as having your toes held over a fire. Question 11. Adrianne Curry, fake or real breasts? She won America's Next Top Model, so you would think she was all real, right? Wrong. Adrianne Curry had a big-time boob job. Then again, she won America's Next Top Model, so she probably had to have had some work done somewhere on her body. Am I right or am I right? She got the procedure done in 2006 and claims it was because of a miscarriage that caused one of her breasts to grow 2 inches, making her happy pair unhappily embarrassingly asymmetrical, as she put it. I guess that's as good a reason to go under the knife as any other in Hollywood.